So it's probably pretty unusual for you to pop onto the Sick Bagger YouTube channel and not see a bike on the lift. Welcome to Sick Bagger's YouTube channel. I'm Steve, and today we're not working on anything. We have nothing here to work on. What we are going to do is go buy another Harley, and you're coming with us. So for the past year and a half over at Advan Black, we've been talking about doing some body parts for the performance bagger. You'll see. We got some pretty cool stuff coming out, but I can't do any install videos if I don't have a performance bagger. So that's what we're gonna do. So here in just a little bit, when my wife gets home from work, we're gonna grab the camera, we're gonna run up to Black Diamond Harley-Davidson, we're gonna take you along with us, and we're gonna go up there and purchase a brand new Road Glide ST. Once we get the ST back here, we'll go through the entire bike. We'll talk about a few things that I like about the ST, and we'll talk about a few things that I don't really care for about the ST. So I just wanna give out a shout out to Black Diamond Harley-Davidson here in our hometown. If maybe you're not from around here and you've never heard of them, but they are an amazing group of people up there. I've known a lot of the people up there for years, like literally years. We're gonna go up there, we're gonna meet a few of those. So the guy that actually sold us the bike, Rooster, he's not gonna be there today. Today's his day off. I gave him a call to see if he wanted to come up, you know, to try to be in the video, and he's got stuff to do in the yard. So whatever, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Really cool dude. Give Rooster a call if you have any questions. There's other salesmen up there too. If he's busy, any of those guys, they're all completely knowledgeable on what they're doing up there and the bikes that they have on the floor. Now I know personally where people have came from 2-3 states over to buy their bagger from Black Diamond. And they don't just sell baggers, but of course they do sell a lot of baggers. And they have a hell of a service department too. So if you need any work done to your bike that's outside of your realm, get it on up there to Black Diamond and check them out. But I just want to introduce you to a bunch of the guys that have just became family to me over the last years, and let you see the caliber of people that I deal with almost on a daily basis up there. Great group of guys and gals up there at Black Diamonds. So the next cut, probably going to be pulling into the parking lot. So let's go. There's a tight squeeze.
What's up, man? What's up? What's going on there?
You're being recorded.
Rock and roll, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So what's good? My name's Tim. Also known as Sweet Tea over here at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. That's me, guys.
We've seen your bike before.
Well, yeah, that's right. We've seen my bike before. My bike is the 2021 Lowrider S. You guys have seen the demos for the Tour Pack. You've seen the fairing done. You've seen the saddlebags done on my motorcycle. So if you guys want to see that build in person, my man Steve did the install. It's here at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. I ride damn near every single day. So you're welcome to come see it.
And we got more parts from Advan Black coming for
the Street Bob.
The Street Bob.
Yeah, we just my wife's bike. I just did a little bit of some upgrades on hers. I've got a taillight relocation we're going to do, and then we're going to see what the Street Bob looks like with the bags on it too. It looks like. Red Line Red is the one that one's coming.
Red Line Red.
Red Line Red.
Where's she at?
What's right here? Isn't this you right here? Road Glide ST?
That's it.
That's your bike, buddy.
Show everybody the new project.
There you go, man. You're going to run your Prodigy crisscross wheels in the front with the brass accents that is carried through this motor into your forward-facing 117 cubic inch breather. All the bronze accents go through the motor heads into the matching rear wheel. Standard size bags for lean angle, painted inner fairing, touchscreen navigation, traction control. All it needs is somebody like my man Steve here to get on the back of this thing and let her rip. Yes. You guys, what's the plan with this one? You guys gonna do performance stuff with this?
Performance bagger.
Performance bagger.
Yep.
Nice.
He just gave it away. That's what we're doing.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I was just talking to Jeremy. He was talking about doing some builds and stuff. And
so we got let's see who we need to get up with.
I get Woody. You with Woody.
The main man.
What's happening? Hi. What are you doing?
Picking up that ST.
Awesome.
This is the man that makes the bikes go fast. Well,
do what I can.
Orders parts and makes the bikes go fast.
I do the builds.
He does the build.
Whatever you need, man.
Just want to come say
we'll make it happen. It's gonna be a cool build. I have a feeling. I'm excited. It's not even me doing it.
Right.
I've been running stuff through my head since I've throughout the day.
Yeah.
Was hot pink one of it?
Yes, a little bit. Called a couple of painters. We're working that out.
We need to get a color scheme. She's like hot pink. I was like, It's like, I don't
I've got
know.
some ideas in my head. We'll
Rose gold.
we'll
Hot
have to
pink,
see.
rose gold
White.
performance.
Actually,
bagger.
that's what I've got.
Oh yeah.
Kind of got some
Have
parts
my
pulled
glasses
up already.
on, so.
You shouldn't come in here not prepared, then.
Right.
So.
So if you've got a hot pink, rose gold, and white, it'd be beautiful bike.
It would be. I'm not saying I'd ride the hell out of it. I don't care.
That's what we're working on for Tony right now.
Hot
What?
pink.
Same color. Hot pink and white.
Yeah. I ain't scared.
So this is the guy that keeps taking all my money.
Oh, come on.
Getting another one today, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Now, go.
How we doing? Picking it up today.
We're good.
All done already.
Paper signed. Well, that took like 4 seconds.
That's easy.
Oh, shit's all highlighted.
She had it and just ready
How
to
we do
go.
that around here?
All right, so that's it. We bought a Harley. This is the guy that sold us the bike that decided not to show up to work that day, and I made fun of him.
There you go.
So,
I'm good.
But
Fine with
Rooster,
me.
if you're in the Southern Illinois area, make sure to stop by and see him.
Now, Steve called me, said he wanted to do a build on the new ST. Man, we had 2 of them there. He picked one out. We sell all kinds of cool stuff, man. Build all kind of good horsepower. Steve's a good customer and a good brother of ours. Check him out on his YouTube. Man, he builds some sick baggers.
Right.
And like I said, check us out at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson in Marion, Illinois. If you want something, we can find it. We're one of the highest volume dealers in America. We'll deliver from our house to your door with our employee, no third party. So I'm Rooster at Black Diamond. Call me. I can get you in contact with who you need to talk to, parts, service, or myself in sales. We can do what you need.
I appreciate you bringing out the bike, brother.
For sure, bro.
Looking forward
Thank
to
you.
building that.
Like I always say,
Absolutely.
Rooster loves you. America.
Right. All right, so now we got the bike on the lift, and I just want to go over a few specs with you. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of details, but we get a lot of questions on what's the difference between the ST and a regular road glide or street glide, right? So what's the ST all about? So Harley-Davidson was kind of paying attention a little bit to what was going on in the aftermarket world, what we were doing with bikes. Not us, we haven't built a performance bagger yet, but a lot of other people have. So they were kind of paying attention, and they wanted to build a base model to give us a little bit better platform to start that performance bagger. And the things that they changed on the bike weren't quite enough to actually come out with just a full-blown another model of a bike. So they just took what they had, made a few changes to it, and they called it the ST, which stands for Sport Touring. So it's no longer just a adventure touring or touring motorcycle, it's a sport touring, right? So that's where the ST comes from. One of the biggest things that you're going to get on the ST is the 117, already pre-packed into the same frame as a regular road glide, right? So the 117 used to be only available on the CVO models. Now it comes on the ST, so you get a bigger engine. That's really the biggest difference between the ST and a regular road glide or street glide. One other thing that they did is give us a basically kind of the same shock, but it's taller, right? It's a longer shock, so it gives us more cornering ability, so we're not dragging floorboards and throwing ourselves off the bike, right? So that's always a good thing. And you have a bunch of stuff that you don't see that kind of goes in line with the shocks, and you have enhanced traction control, you have enhanced ABS braking, you have enhanced ABS cornering, braking. There's all kinds of enhancements that they did to the bike that you don't physically really see. It's just how the bike acts. It does have the like hill control, right? So if you're trying to take off on a hill, it's a hill control assist. So that's built into it. It does have linked brakes on it as well. So if I slam on the front brake by accident, it's going to apply equal pressure to the rear brake, so we're not throwing ourselves over the handlebars, right? So that's kind of cool. Downside of that is, and I haven't rode the bike really to find out, tested the brakes yet. I haven't rode one with linked braking. The way my brain thinks and my brain's thinking, if you're an experienced rider, the linked braking may kind of take away from your riding and what you're doing, right? So I'm not quite sold on the linked braking yet. The linked braking will come in handy if you're on the highway and you got your feet up on the highway pegs and you're kicked back and you're relaxing, enjoying the day, and a big dumbass deer runs in front of you and you instinctively reach up and you smash that front brake, right? It's gonna pull equal pressure to the rear brakes and keep that bike more steady, so you're not throwing yourself off the bike or laying it down, especially if the roads are wet, right? So that's also where the ABS would kick in too. So it does have the tire pressure sensors, which I think is awesome. It's better than crawling under your bike and trying to find the valve stem and trying to check the pressure in your tires if you're laying on the ground or in the gravel. That shit sucks. So it is going to display that tire pressure up on the boombox, GTS, I don't know, it's one of the first things I rip out of a Harley, is the radio. But this one is actually a really nice one, so it's probably just going to stay in there. Not building this as an audio bike. They've taken all those things and gave the rider what they call rider enhancement. So you can basically think of everything that you may have on your special, and what this has is an enhanced version of that, right? So all that stuff comes on the bike. So while we're on this side of the bike, I do want to talk about the Prodigy wheels. Not always been a big fan of Harley wheels, but these, I liked them since the first day I saw them. The only thing I don't like about them is the color. And there's a lot of people out there that really like that copper color, and they've taken that copper color and they've mushed it into the rest of the bike, right? So we got the top of the engine, we got the clutch inspection cover, the timing cover, it's on the side of the breather over there. So yeah, we'll be changing that color. Not a huge fan of the copper. I'm not going to tell you what color we're going to be doing, but we will be doing powder coating on this bike. We got a theme, a color that we already want to do. So I've got to get all of that stuff off the bike, get it powder coated. Very similar to what we did on the Road Glide build, on the Whiskey project build, where we took all of the chrome pieces off and we had them powder coated black. And up here in the front, you've got a shorter, more sportier fender. You do have the chopped crash bar, which also, since you have a chopped crash bar, you automatically get the fairing support bracket that's hidden, because the regular crash bar on a Road Glide comes up and goes over and has a bracket that goes from the side to here. That's no longer, you can't do that anymore, right? So it does not come with the Road Glide lower fairing piece that goes on here, but Advan Black already does sell that color match. You can get that color match for the 17 and ups, and I believe with a few small modifications, you can get that to fit on a 14 to 16 as well. But it is sold for the 17 up. Nothing really new on the fairing that I see. Headlights the same, fairings the same, windshield's the same, cheap windshield that you're going to be taking off anyway. It amazingly, in 2023, still has 1157 turn signals, right? Not LED. The headlight is LED. It's a sealed unit on the Road Glide, but the turn signals are still the 1157. Yeah, so if you got like a 1967 Chevy pickup truck sitting in your driveway, you got the same turn signals. 2023 Harley-Davidson, bruh. So let's move to the back of the bike. What you're looking at here is pretty much a Road King rear end, right? No fender extension here, no tri-bar light at the bottom. You got the short fender. Back to the stock bags. Stock bags are not shorter than the original stock bags. They are the stock bags. I see a lot of people in the forum say, well, I got a shorter fender and shorter bags. No, you got an original fender and original bags, and not the tapered, or what Harley likes to call their extended bags. They're like a 3-inch drop back here in the rear. Right here on the back of the bike, which is exactly the same as Road Kings and Ultras, you have the center brake light with the bullet blinkers, right? So these don't come on until they're blinking. These are not run. This is your run and brake. These are your blinkers. Normal Road Glide, Street Glide, or Specials or whatever have just the bullet blinkers, and they are run, brake, blinker. We got some Goof Troop reflectors back here. I guess since they took the tri-bar light off, they thought they needed to add some more back here, so they put these goofy, sticky reflectors on here. We also have the very popular bullshit EPA compliant exhaust that's on this bike that sounds like a freaking gull wing. So if we come onto this side of the bike, we get into a little bit more of the meat and potatoes of the bike. Why may justify getting an ST is the 117. So as you can see on here, it does come stock with an open air cleaner, right? A high flow air cleaner, which at this point in this build, being stock headers, stock slip-ons, this pretty much is doing absolutely zero, right? Looks cool. It's got a lot of air in. You're restricting all that air going out. So right now, it's just kind of there for looks. But they do give that to you. So if you wanted to do a stage 1, all you need is a slip-ons and a tune. You may want to get yourself a set of open headers right now while you can, if you can even find them. Because the government dip dizzy whizzles have decided to do the EPA crap again, and we're starting to see a lot of the headers that have no catalytic converters in them, we're starting to see a lot of those disappear off the website. So make sure, if you're wanting a set of open headers with no catalytic converters, you better get them now. It does come with factory heat shields, which is nice, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of these, so we'll either be doing these in carbon fiber or we'll be chucking those in the trash. So one thing I forgot to mention while we were on this side of the bike is you do get a solo seat, right? Doesn't come with a 2-up seat. I already had this one off because I wanted to play with the electronics in there. I mean, I just wanted to look in there and see if there was electronics in there. Back here, instead of having the bunghole, the brass little insert here for your 2-up seat, that is not on this bike, so you have to purchase that. This is a little plastic cap. You got to pop that out. You got to get that thing in there, get the lock nut on top of it, and then you can put on a 2-up seat, which we will be doing because Advan Black has some new seats coming out. And since you only have a solo seat, look what they took off right here. No more stock OEM passenger pegs, right? That is gone. So it still does have the piece on the frame right here where you can add them, though. They just have taken them off the bike. If you come up here, you're going to see a toe shifter only, right? They used to come with toe shifter and a hill shifter. A lot of people despise the hill shifter. I personally absolutely love it. I have it on both bikes, use it all the time. Slam my heel in that damn thing all day long, right? This one does not. It just has a longer spacer in here. So if you wanted to put a hill shifter on this, you can, but you have to order that shorter spacer so you can actually fit the hill shifter in there. The rod itself is long enough to do it. So you still got the BS rubber grips that suck because they know you're going to be changing those. We still have the exact same mirrors that they've been using for like 12 years. Because they know you're going to be changing those. You still got you got some blacked out handlebars on this, and oh yeah, you got the blacked out engine casings down here. So you got all of that too, except for the copper top batteries they put on top here with that freaking copper. All blacked out bikes, still got a chrome kickstand. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that clears up the difference between the ST and the special or standard version of the Road Glide and Street Glide, and why they call it an ST, right? Little backstory on that. A little bit better platform to build a performance bagger if that's the direction that you're going. I already see a lot of guys buying the ST and then buying the Advan Black Dominator fender, and they're just changing it back to a regular Street Glide or Road Glide, which is fine because at the end of the day, they got the bigger motor. You just have to think, you have to justify the price and the cost and all that stuff as a consumer and your own wallet, of course, to see if you can justify that price difference to get the ST just for the 117 and then convert it back into a normal Street Glide or Road Glide. That's going to be completely up to you and what you want to do. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll be doing A to Z installs on all of the performance parts that we're putting on the bike. From here on out, it's not just going to be performance bagger. I still have stuff for the Street Glide. I still got the soft tail build to finish, which is coming up because we're finally getting some parts in on that dang thing. We'll get that soft tail built, and I don't think we really have anything for the Road Glide right now, but it will be kind of a mix of things until I get those two bikes done, and then it'll be strictly bagger after that, but that's pretty far in the future. If you pop onto SIK Bagger YouTube channel and we've changed a body part on here and you're like, where the hell did you get that? Well, check out the Advan Black channel because I also run that channel. So if the body parts or a part that is on this bike is from Advan Black, I'll be doing the install videos on the Advan Black YouTube channel, right? So down in the description down below, I will put a link to the Advan Black channel and also the other YouTuber that's building a performance bagger right now for Advan Black. Now, there may have been one or two things on the bike that I pointed out that I noticed that were different, I guess, from the 14, 15, 16, 17 models. The toe shifter, I don't know if that's strictly an ST thing or if it's just a newer thing, but it was just one thing that I noticed walking around the bike. So if you know any better than I do about the toe shifter thing, put it in the comment section down below. Let me know about it because I don't pay a lot of attention to that little stuff anyway, because in my brain, when I'm looking at a bike at Harley-Davidson, you know, I'm already thinking about every part that's coming off that bike and every part in my brain that could possibly go back on that bike that's different, right? So I don't pay attention to that little stuff until we get it up on the lift. So I hope to see you in future videos on this performance build. I'm gonna get out of here. It's Friday afternoon. We're actually getting ready to get hit by some pretty bad storms, so I'm gonna hightail it out of here after I get the shop cleaned up. Hope to see you in the next video. But until then, as always, be safe. Keep your knees in the breeze. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe popping up over here. And don't forget to check out the rest of the channel because we have a ton of bagger related and soft tail videos on our channel. And to get you started, maybe you can check out this one. or this one. Not really going to say anything else. You can just click one of those and take you over to another video.